Hello everybody, third in the series of yoga for my daughter who's pregnant, 32 weeks. So this is quite, well, it's still quite challenging I suppose, but just be mindful about it and only push yourself as much as your body feels as though it needs to be pushed, if at all. Okay, so just come into your comfortable standing position. Tadasana, mountain pose, okay, so we're feeling very grounded, very solid, and very settled, I suppose is the word. Okay, so soften the knees, okay, press into the soles of your feet. Feel sort of extension and length through your spine and the upper part of your body, so everything's pushing upwards. Feel your pelvis. Scoop it a little bit if you need to. What I mean by that is allow the hips to sink back slightly and gently push your pubic bone forward. So we're sort of scooping the pelvis. Okay, don't overdo it, but just try and make that a sort of given. Relax the shoulders. Your shoulders should be sort of down and back. Okay, so just gently feel your shoulder blades squeeze together, but don't overdo it. Okay, palms facing forward, rolls the shoulders out, allows you to breathe. Okay, close your eyes, tuck your chin in, and then feel the energy from the soles of your feet all the way through your body, through the crown of your head. Everything's elevated. And then a nice steady deep breath in. Couple more. Feeling your body, feeling your everything in your body, and also identifying your mood, okay, and the feeling in your brain. Nice deep breath in with a retention. Hold the breath. And then release under control. Squeeze the diaphragm inwards and upwards before releasing back to your natural breaths. Open your eyes. And then bring your weight to your right foot first of all, and then just lift your left. Bring your knee up. And then start to rotate your ankle. Okay, use the full range of movement in your ankle. Okay, this is the balance, so pick a focal point, don't move your head about, just focus on a single moving point opposite you in some way or to the floor. And then just focus, okay? Keep rotating, turn the rotation the other way, use the full range of movement. And then release your leg, allow your lower leg to hang, and then rotate at the knee, okay? It's not a big movement in the knee in this way, especially side to side, but there is a movement, okay? And then stop and go back the other way. Okay, so just allow the lower leg to hang and leave your ankle alone this time. Okay, and then nice and slowly plunge to the floor. Keep the moment, so keep that focus. Swap over and lift your other leg 90 degrees. And once you're nice and steady, start to rotate the ankle. Full range of movement again. And then swap and go back the other way. Okay, and then allow the lower leg to hang and rotate through the knee. Not a great deal, but enough. Okay, you can feel the health of your knee when you do this. And then nice and slowly, with that feeling of being in the moment, press down back into the soles of your feet. Bring your feet slightly closer together and then start to rotate your knees. So push them forward, bend them, straighten them, and rotate at the same time. Okay, so we're just rotating the knees and the other way. And then come up to the hips. Okay, so start to rotate the hips. Okay, the knees go slightly when you do this, but that's fine. But just try and get this imaginary circle sort of at your hip level. And then stop and go back the other way. And then start to gently twist. Okay, nice and relaxed twist. Okay, allow your arms to go heavy. they sort of wrap round as you twist. Okay, relax the muscles of your arms. Okay, just allow them to go with the centrifugal force. And then come to a standstill, and then turn your head to the right hand side. Squeeze the muscles of your neck, turn it as hard as you can. Look to the if you turn your head to the far right corner of your eye sockets, open your eyes wide. And then relax everything as you come back to the front. Turn your head the other way. Eyes to the far left of your sockets. Squeeze, open your eyes wide. And then come back to the center. Okay, we're going to come into tree pose, another balance. Okay, so again, soften through your right leg and just lift the other foot, just get used to the balance, and then either bring that foot onto the top of that one, side of your thigh, or the side of your leg or the side of your thigh. Okay, but wherever's comfortable, mine slides down. Okay, the idea is to open the hip in this one, and then once you're in the position you want to be in, bring your palms together and just relax everything down. Okay, opening that knee, focusing on stability, and then upper chest breathing. Okay, just nice steady breathing. Okay, don't overinflate. Okay, then release your leg. Don't put it down. Bend it. Grab hold of your foot and squeeze your heel towards your bum as far as you can, and then gently push your hips forward. Okay, so you feel this stretch in the other part of the thigh. You can relax your arm or just bring it into the same position. Okay, just allow that muscle to soften and relax, and then put it down with control. So release it to the floor, bring both palms together, hover that foot, okay, and then flex the foot and then squeeze the heel to the bum. And then release it. Okay, this is the glute stuff. Squeeze your right buttock, squeeze your glute as you squeeze your heel to your bum. Release it, squeeze again. Okay, and then put it down under control. Float your weight across to the other side. And then bring your arms out to help balance to start off. Okay, bring your foot on top of the other one, side of the foot, or full pose. Opening your, it's because I didn't focus, opening your hip, that's right, bring your palms together, focus on that non-moving point, breathe and hold, keep pushing that knee backwards, opening that hip, steady breath, focus. Okay, don't put the leg down when you release it. Okay, grab hold of it with your left hand, squeeze the heel to the bum. Okay, gently push your hips forward. Okay, other arm out to the side or into this position here. Breathe, allow that hip flexor to soften. Final breath. Okay, don't put it down, just release the foot, bring the palms together. Flex the foot, hover it beside the other one, and then squeeze the heel to the bum, squeezing the left bum and the glute. Release, come back down. Once more, squeeze the heel, squeeze the glute to the bum, and then release. One more, squeeze, and then release. Come into Tadasana. Okay, come to the back of your mat. We're going to kind of come into a lunge position. Okay, so nice deep breath in, arms out to the sides, up to the top, and then just step forward. We're going to come into a high lunge. So just place the position where your knee is stacked over your ankle and you're nicely split, as it were. Now, don't overdo it. Okay, you can come really far forward, but it depends on the strength of your thighs and also the flexibility in your flexors. So don't overdo it. Okay, come to wherever's comfortable for you, and then walk your toes forward if you need a little bit more. Okay, so just come into this comfortable position, up on your toes behind you, heels off the ground. Okay, arms up. Okay, nice deep breath in, and then nice and slowly just bring your body down a little bit. pushing that rear knee towards the floor until you feel that lovely stretch, and then come back up. Okay, 3 of those. Breathing out as you come down. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you come down. Okay, come back up to the start position. Okay, we're going to come into Warrior 2. All that happens is the rear heel, you sort of twist this part to the left, the rear heel comes to the floor. Okay, knees still stacked, right arm forward, left arm back. Okay, to that position, make sure everything feels about right, your knees not flicking, arms in line, okay, shoulders relaxed. Okay, nice space between the fingers, your gaze is the middle finger or away into the distance of that leading arm. Okay, breathe. As you do so, straighten that leg a little and then come down deeper into the pose. Press down through the soles of your feet, squeeze your heels together, get those inner thighs fired up. Couple of breaths here. Reverse warrior, turn the front palm, inhale, rear hand dribbles down the leg. When the leading arm comes to the vertical, pause, take a breath in. As you exhale, bring that arm back a little bit more. Inhale, come back into our Warrior 2. Okay, straighten that front leg. We're going to come into triangle pose. Okay, way we do that is push the leading arm forward so you can see my whole sort of torso moves, and our rear hip comes back. Okay, don't lock this knee, just soften the knee as you come into that stable position, and then rotate. So the lower arm comes inside the thigh, other arm in line, and then you can come down as far as you want, but keep pushing your head away. Okay, so you extend through the torso. Okay, take your time, hold the position. Okay, you may be up here, but that's fine. Okay, just do your best. Breathe. And then nice and slowly soften that front knee before you come back up. Come back up into this straight leg position. Now reverse triangle, so turn the front palm exactly the same, just with that straight leg. Okay, dribble this rear arm. Once it's vertical, take a breath in. Exhale, bring that arm back. Allow that whole front to soften. And then come back into our Warrior 2. Okay, now we're going to come into Warrior 3. Okay, so just start to bring the weight forward. We're going to come up into a balance on this front leg. Okay, get yourself over first of all. Use the rear foot to balance yourself, and then lift that foot up. Foot is in line and pointing to the floor, so flex it. Okay, bend this knee. The more you sort of bend it and press into the floor, more stable. Arms out to the side, palms facing down. Okay, breathe. Okay, you can bring one arm forward if that feels good, or both arms if that feels good, or keep them out to the side, or bring them down to sides of the torso. Okay, nice deep breath in. Okay, bend. We're going to come back the same way we came into it, so back into our high lunge with arms lifted, and then we're just going to push back into our mountain pose. Nice deep breath in, exhaling, palms come down into Tadasana. Okay, on one side you might feel a bit lopsided, so just take a couple of minutes just to recompose ourselves, feeling the strength of mountain pose. Close your eyes, think about your posture, press into the sole of your feet, lift everything skyward, and breathe. Okay, onto the other side, so inhaling, arms come up into raised arm pose. And remember, we're just going to step out. So if you find that when you step out in line, you're a bit wobbly, okay, step slightly wide out to the side. So as you come forward, step the foot wide and you'll find you'll be a lot more stable. Okay, so keep focusing forward. Whenever you come into these sort of positions of balance, then pick a focal point. So focus on something and don't take your eyes off it. It really helps. Okay, remember the rear toes, or you're pressed into the toe and the heels lifted in this one for the high lunge. The front knees stacked over the ankle. Okay, so we're nice and steady here. Nice deep breath in, and then we're just going to allow the torso down with that rear knee approaches the ground. It can come down all the way down if you want. Up to you, just feel it. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, come back down with your knee, come back up. Final time, coming back down, and then back up. Well done, into Warrior 2. So all we do is rotate through the torso, bring that rear heel to the floor, press into it, arms in line. Okay, that rear leg is straight but not locked, and the front knees stacked over that ankle. Okay, arms in line, relax the shoulders. Okay, nice deep breath in, straighten that front leg a little bit. Breathe in. As you exhale, move a little bit deeper into the pose. Press down, squeeze feet together. Beautiful. Couple of breaths here. Feel the strength of the pose. Reverse warrior, turn the front palm. Okay, bring that leading arm vertically upwards. Allow the rear to dribble down your thigh. Press everything up, take a breath in. As you exhale, bring the arm back. Beautiful. Feel that lovely stretch all the way up this side. Coming back into Warrior 2, try and feel back to where you were. Straighten the front leg, go into triangle pose. That's it, the leading arm goes forward. This rear hip pushes out. Okay, try not to lock that front leg. It has a tendency to want to do that. Okay, and then start to rotate. Bring the arms in line. And then remember, we're pushing everything towards the head and away from us. So we're long and opening through the chest. That's it. And then hold. Bring this arm back, opening the chest, twisting through the chest also. Again, you might be up here. Okay, don't worry about it. Just go where your body feels right. Breathe. Okay, before you come back up, bend that front knee. Okay, straighten back up when you come up. Okay, arms in line into reverse triangle. So turn the palm. Same as our reverse warrior, only the legs are different. Press everything up, take a breath in. Exhale, stretch up that side, hold for a couple of moments. And then come back up into our standing triangle. Okay, we're going to come back into Warrior 2. Okay, so bending that front knee. Okay, and then into our Warrior 3. So we're moving the weight forward over this front leg. Hold the rear until we're nicely balanced, and then come up with that rear leg, flex the foot, so squeeze the muscles of this leg so we're all engaged. It helps stability. Okay, bend this knee if you need to push the weight into the floor. Okay, bring the arms forward, extend, breathe, or leave the arms out or bring them to the sides. Okay, try it all. Breathing. And then coming back to where we started, so let's position those rear toes, get a bit of stability, and then come back up with the arms. Beautiful. And then push back into our raised arm pose. Okay, hold with our hands up in the air. Focus on something on the ceiling, come up on your toes. Just try and hold yourself stable for a couple of moments. Palms together, coming down onto your heels. Into mountain pose. Breathe. And then nice and slowly, arms up into raised arm pose again. And we're going to come down into dangle pose. And bearing in mind this is for pregnancy, so we're not going to come all the way down. We're just going to come into as far down as you can comfortably and just allow your arms to hang. Then once you've done that, grab hold of your elbows and just dangle, okay, which is what it's called, dangle pose. Okay, and try and relax everything that's pushing towards the ground. Bend your knees as much as you need to, and just hold. Don't squidge on your belly too much. Just come down as far as you comfortably can. And then hold and breathe, allow your head and neck to relax. Okay, from this position, okay, bend the knees. Okay, and then start to come down into a balancing squat. Okay, you can put your fingers on the ground just to support yourself. Pick a focal point and then bring your palms together. Beautiful. Couple of breaths. Release the hands, come to the floor. Bring your knees to the floor under control. Across the ankles and then sit back. Okay, come into a wide-legged position, or edges of the mat, not too wide. Okay, and then hands on your knees and just nice straight spines. Okay, and then first of all, let's go with our left leg. We start to slide the fingers down. If you can grab hold of the tootsies, fine. If not, just push down as far as you can. And then with the other arm, just start to bring it to the vertical. Okay, and then try and keep it in the vertical plane, and then pull it over towards that leg that you're holding. Okay, if the shoulder starts to move forward, gently pull it back. Okay, and then just stretch those really big back muscles. Breathe if you can. I mean, you might be here, but don't worry, as long as you'll feel it in those muscles. Okay, come back up, swap over. So sidle that arm down, arm up, and over. Come back up. And then bending the knees and using your hands, come back down to the floor. Bend both knees, and what I want you to do is to widen your stance again, feet to the edges of the mat, and then lift your feet. Okay, so your lower legs are in line with the mat as you take a breath in. As you exhale, squeeze the knees up towards your head. Okay, keep the feet flexed. Squeeze as hard as you can, but not too much. And then release. And then bring your legs down as far as you comfortably can, until you feel sort of the weight on the lower part of your pelvis push into the floor, and you feel you're nicely engaged here. Okay, don't overdo it. Same again. Squeeze your knees to your head. Exhale, release. And then squeeze knees, final time. And then bring them to the floor. Okay, bring your left knee, just squeeze it up towards the top of the mat or towards your head, straighten the other, and bring the other leg off the floor. So you're pushing your heel away, flexing your feet, spreading your toes, breathing. And then swap over. So straighten the left leg, bend the right, same thing, squeeze, lift the left leg, push the heel away, flex foot, spread the toes. Try and make that left leg as long as you can make it while squeezing the right knee. Okay, release. Bend your knees once more, feet to the edge of the mat, arms out to the side, and then just windscreen wipe your knees. Okay, nice and slowly. Do it with the breath as you move one way, either inhale or exhale. As you move the other, do the opposite. Close your eyes so you can really feel what's going on in your hips and your body generally.